I swear they're gonna try to fucking like. Let's see what they do, but I swear to God, I'm gonna take this shit to court, man. I can't do this shit no more. You did bend that shit, didn't you, bitch? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you did. I'd be shocked if my dogs could bend it that way, but I'm pretty sure a jury will at least be like, it's suspicious. So, like I said, you either get fucked or I swear to God in court, I'm gonna fuck you up. In court, though. Even though you deserve it other ways. They're probably not even gonna do nothing. They're just gonna sit here and talk with her, like, cause they know what the fuck's going down. They're literally doing it, working with them. So, you know, constantly. She's been giving them the fucking evidence down there and the local cops. That's why they flew over the one time and they came here acting like they weren't even fucking, you know, supposed to be here on time, you know, whatever. And I had to go do something else. Imagine a cop pulling up and saying, we got another, you know, type of fucking thing. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not gonna do nothing to y'all, but she needs to get the fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna help Trump and then just fucking like tank your whole shit? No, I could though. So are you gonna charge her or no? Watch that. Is she gonna get charged with anything or no? Okay.
The reason being, and I'll explain it to you, right? The reason being is because the video clearly shows her spitting towards you in the direction.
Yeah.
However, we can't validly conclude that it actually hit you. I know you're saying it did. She's saying it didn't, so it's your word against her word. So we'll leave it up to the state attorney's office. If they
so I have to go down? Okay, no, I have to go down to do it? Because my truck is fucked, but I'm saying...
This is how it works. We populate the case number. We do the police report. I got your statement. I got her statement. Everything's on my body-worn camera. It gets forwarded to the state attorney's office. They review the case. If they feel that there's probable cause to initiate an arrest, they'll drop a warrant for arrest. We come and pick her up. That's it. It's that simple. Okay?
Okay, so like if they see that video, you're saying...
Yes. And that's why you have the video, right?
Okay.
I'm going to send you a link, okay? What's a good phone number for you? Is it the one that you called?
813-502-8559. Huh?
Is it the one that you called the sheriff's office?
Yeah, it's one that I called the sheriff's office with.
I'll shoot you over a thing. I'll give you a case number before we leave. We'll get that rocking.
You guys, look, listen, like, I want you guys to understand this. I will literally die for my dogs. I'm not saying I'm going to hurt her or nothing like that. I'm just saying anything that she tells you is on my channel. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have yard accidents. It happens. Those are American Pit Bull Terriers. That's like the best you'll ever see them with dogs. Okay? They like a few dogs. Some dogs, they don't like each other. They get into fights occasionally. I break it up. It's all on my channel. I've had like 10 yard accidents in 5 years. It's like not a big deal. It happens. Yeah. Okay? I break it up. Okay? I don't know what they're going to do. They literally get, I know it's raining, but I'm just saying, like, anything that she says, she goes and spreads it around. You guys all know about this shit. We all know what I'm talking about. But it's like I said, is that on, you know, a polygraph test, I'm going to explain a lot, but I'm not going to take anybody to court.
Like around your property?
I'm trying to get a bunch of them now. Like that one and that one. I have one inside. I have to charge them things. It's not going to work out with the way the electrical cord connects up to that shit. So it's just basically like,
okay.
Yeah, you know, so.
I'm going to get you the case number because I'm not getting
out of here. You're good, man.
Well, give me a few seconds. I'll send you the event number. Just if you can upload that video to it. And if you can we just shut it down for tonight, man?
Dude, no, I don't. It's not even that. It's the fact that she spit in my face. If she would have just said stuff, I would have let it go.
Christian, right?
Yeah.
So something is happening with that, okay? Something is 100% happening with that. So
right, like the investigation that she's been trying to do with.
Investigated.
Right. No, but like other stuff, like she's had like cops and everybody investigate me. They've been in my phone. She's been in my phone because she worked with my ex to hack my phone.
To be clear here, right? You're a victim.
I am a
victim.
victim.
Alleged battery, okay?
Yeah.
Her spitting. You're saying she spit on you. She's saying I spit next to him. All good. Either way, we're gonna figure this out, right?
Yeah, I just
send this information to the courts.
Okay.
And then let them figure it out if they decide probable cause.
But I'm saying I wouldn't have to be in court though, or I'd have, because just based on the evidence. Like I'm saying, I can go to court, but I got to fix my truck first, and I don't want to get.
If the state attorney, right?
Because I'm just gonna.
If the state attorney determines that there's a warrant for her arrest, that there's probable cause, likely in the future you may have to go to court with me, unless she pleads out, man. That's how it works.
All right. Yeah. Listen, man. with her, I don't want to deal with this shit. And like I said, I will have a polygraph test explaining this stuff. So if she tells you anything, just watch my channel.
Well, Christian, here's the thing, okay, man? And I get it. You're very passionate with your dogs, and they look very healthy. And I get that's your main concern, right? But if we could just not entertain anything with them and just leave them alone.
I know, dude. But I'm telling you, like, just man to man,
Yep.
if you dealt with half of that shit, especially with your kids involved, you would be like, I know how cops. I know a bunch of cops. This chick has been doing this consistently for 5 years, and I don't like the whole, like, you know, oh, like this person's harassing me and stuff like that. I don't like that. I wish, honestly, like I didn't even care about my dogs that much because it affects me that much. Yeah. So it's like, it's the truth. Like, so it's like with Comet, even she was trying to get me in trouble for Comet, and my ex was too, because she thought I cheated on her because they were talking, and Comet had face cancer. And I was trying to feed him. After a day or two, I was thinking about how would I put him down. It's not even legal to do, and I decided not to. I gave him food. Everybody knows it. I told cops this. I told animal control this. It's giving him food. He couldn't eat. His mouth was this big from an infection from cancer, and he died of cancer. Like, there's nothing I'm doing. He was like over 10, you know?
Dogs, like,
yeah, they're good looking dogs, but you know, sometimes they're a little thin, but that's because I had to deal with this bitch taking me out of jobs. Okay. So you know, and
with that being said, I'm gonna give you the case number. Send that
I hope so, man. Look, if she listen,
can you just do me a favor? Stop contact with them.
I'm not gonna say nothing to her ever again.
Okay?
Look, all I'm saying is I don't even care if they don't charge her. If she's leaving and moving, you don't even have to charge her. I don't give a fuck.
I can't force someone out of their home, bro.
I'm just saying, she says she's gonna. I'm not saying to do it. You can't force them out of the home. I'm just saying if she moves and she goes somewhere else, I won't even care so much. But I want, obviously, to her, if she's not gonna go nowhere and she keeps doing this shit, I would like talk to a state attorney, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Okay. But you know, like I said, is that anything that she says though regarding my?
You know about injunctions, right?
No, not much.
Go down to the courthouse, file for an injunction.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
I don't know. You guys know I don't know her name.
So here's the deal, okay? I'm not gonna give her. Hang on for a second. Hear me out. Hear me out real quick, okay?
But you know, I'm just saying, I'm straight. I don't have a good history with cops. Like, I don't like cops, but no, not like that though.
I'm gonna tell you how to expedite this, okay, for yourself, okay, to get the injunction, okay? I'm not gonna give you all her personal information. However, I'm gonna give you a case number that has everyone's information in it, okay? Yeah. So just simply, right, call the Pasco Sheriff's Office, provide them with the case number, and request the whole the police report pertaining to that incident. You'll have everyone's information. You simply go down to the courthouse and then explain to a judge why you're in fear for your safety. You can articulate your animal things and everything else that you got going on. If the judge signs off on it, right, then
I'm
likely...
gonna try, but it's when I get my shit fixed. So I can't leave right now. The last time I left, which is a couple months ago, before I started getting cameras, they killed Sailor Moon, and that was the dog I needed for my program. That's how you know it's not me. I needed that dog specifically for my program because it's gonna take me like 4 years. It was his offspring, and this other dog that was the world record holder for hanging. They smoked her, and I actually made sure that she was okay before. I remember specifically that dad said, "Are you okay, Sailor Moon?" And then nothing was a problem, and then they literally came over my house and smoked her. So I was at Home Depot, right? I don't even care if I have to go talk to them and find out about a security thing. I will, because I wasn't involved in any way, shape, or form in any of my dog's deaths. Okay, we can, like I said, I will be taking a polygraph test to make sure that everyone knows that. So like I said, I might even play games with her and try to get her to do stuff because I say different things. Like I'll say like I used to say which dogs. You know, like I would say which dogs I needed, and then they would actually, like Linus, I remember talking about on my yard. I said, you know, I'm surprised that you did it with this, this, and this. And this is like years ago. I said something about Linus, and he's sitting on the bottom of his cage, and he never goes down there. And they pulled Sailor Moon through the back of the thing the last time. So like I said,
you just need cameras on your property.
I know, but I have them now. But you know how much that shit costs? It's $1,000 per year. What do you want me to do? You know, and then the law is like I can't even catch them on here. If I catch them on camera, they have to be here.
Well, for trespassing, yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like they have to be on the property when you guys come here. How does that make any sense?
Because it's not a misdemeanor exception. So there's some misdemeanor laws that law enforcement can't arrest. So for example, like a theft, like you would think that the sheriff's office could arrest somebody for a petty theft. We can't. We can't arrest on petty theft if it didn't occur in our presence.
But trespassing, I can get them, no.
Trespassing, no, not even, because. And again, this is how
I don't know how you're caught with that kind of shit.
Because it's confusing. There's a lot of liability and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just because you're on my property, I say don't be on it. They should go to jail.
So, and I agree with you. However,
she pulled Diablo out of the grave.
Christian,
She put his head out there to mount him in my, bro.
You're preaching to the choir here, man. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But we can't do that. But however, we could do the same thing like the batteries. We just forward the charges.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I don't wanna like be involved with that shit. I just, you know, we'll see what goes. And like I said,
do me a favor, shut it down for tonight, man.
All right.
You
want
the case number?
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting it.
I'm not gonna, you know. I'm just mad. Like I'm tired of this shit, man.
Away so your dogs don't keep running out, or how?
No, that is this Wednesday. I got that shit, but you know.
Gotcha.
No, I don't care if like people thought something like, you know what I mean? Like if you look, like with anything with dogs, man, it's like it's not easy, like especially with mine. So it's like you can always talk to me about how my dogs act. My dogs can be real assholes. I got dogs who will smoke a hog in minutes. Like it's but I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on film. You can see it on my channel. So it's just, you know, the Super PAC channel. It's on my channel. Every single thing about my dogs has been on my channel one way or another. So I deleted a few back in the day, but you can go ask YouTube about it. They won't even let you have a channel if you were dog fighting. So it's the truth. Like I know people who have had their channels taken in the dog groups. So they wouldn't even let you have it. Like I even got like in trouble one time for excessive playing on one of the videos. They wouldn't even let you probably have that shit. So I don't know the rules like that. You got to ask them. You be my guest. Go fucking search them all. You can go search 5 years. Hopefully she leaves, man. This is going to be great. We might actually be able to have a fucking pack, guys, you know? You know what I mean? Just might have to have a fucking pack, bro. It's just unreal. I can't believe you actually did that, though, Rex. Like, do you know you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay, I'm sure you are, you know? What, did you know that they were going to, you know what I mean? You are a fucking retard, bro. You better saw it in his face. You drive me nuts. You know that, Rex? You all y'all drive me fucking bonkers, bro. Shut up. I'm trying to make sure that this bitch goes away, man. You're not helping.
Yeah, I don't have any more business cards, okay? I'll put my name on here, okay?
All right.
You're not gonna fight me,
No.
Okay.
If he doesn't deem you a threat, like he like looks at people's eyes. He's pretty good about that.
Dog.
Yeah, he's good. But he's soft as shit though.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, like that one, the Gabo is the one I'm working on. I work with a canine dude, but he hasn't called me back. I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he like changed his number or some shit because I was drunk and I said something to him, and it was like this whole thing. But I want to get actually. I called about Tiger Wolf getting back from him so I can give him Gabo back because he works for like Hialeah Police Department or something. But I need to get that dog back. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you know.
I gotcha. All right, Christian, man, I'm out of here, man, okay?
Okay.
Please, can you shut it down for tonight?
Yeah, no, dude, I'm not, listen, now I'm not saying nothing because you guys are doing something about it, okay? It's been going on for 5 fucking years. If I was a different person 20 years ago, like when I was 20 years old, okay, like I would have done a whole bunch of bad stuff. So it's like, okay, like you don't even know what I'm saying. I would have beat one of them half to death. So it's like, I don't want to do that. So like half to death. So you need to chill too, because you know what I'm saying? That would have been bad. You know what I'm talking about? That would have been real fucking bad too. You just fucking sit there and just, oh, God. It's just, yeah, I'm not, but you know, of course I'm not going to talk about the fucking issue when you guys came into my fucking house, bro, and let Rex eat the poison because you were trying to check for weapons because she was trying to tell you that I had a bunch of weapons, which is what we're low-key talking about, but I'm not going to do anything to police. I like police, and yes, because they were in my phone, I have been helping Trump. Now you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about on my channel. I'm not a schizophrenic. I'm not a pedophile. But hey, you know, when I get this polygraph test and all this other shit done, I'll be able to support all of my claims on that now. Now you see what I'm dealing with. The bitch spit right in my face. Beat the dude's ass yesterday, and then she spit right in my face. Right in my face. So